Hello everyone and welcome to the snowy white tundra that is New England, New England, New England. Did you see that? It was listed 3 times. I think this is because this is the first year of Foxborough, I think. I think that's what it is. I think it's the first year that the Patriots are in Foxborough. So, we are here in New England. The snow is coming down. The sun is out, but the snow is still coming down. It's 32 degrees. Now, not to be a Midwestern buff here, but 32 degrees, dude, and some snow like this. I mean, it explains why the field's not covered in snow, but whatever. We finally won in the last video, but the Cowboys already handed us another L on the year, so we're coming into this game. It's a non-division game, but it is a conference game to see if we can kind of get right here against the Patriots. This is not the Patriots we know. It's close to it, but they still have Drew Bledsoe leading the ship, who is currently cooking up a impressive offensive drive here with that man right there, as 2 back-to-back completions gives them 2 back-to-back first downs. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Patriot offense, as they are moving the ball fairly easily as Bledsoe drops back and has all day to throw, but he still finds a way to run himself into a bit of pressure here. Took just a bit too long to find an open man and nearly gets himself injured. But the Patriots are going to go in the ground game here, and it's going to be a solid pickup here. It'll get them a little bit closer to the sticks, but that is going to bring up a sticky 3rd and short situation for the Pats. And they come out in the I formation here. We got to expect them to sneak it up the middle, and they do just that. And there's a gaping hole for the running back to run through and get that first down. So it's going to be another 1st and 10 just outside of the 20, outside of the red zone for the Pats. And they're going to stick with the ground game, and we finally key in on it as we trip up Harris in the backfield and I guess he does get an extra yard, so we don't get him in the backfield here, but still from about the 21, the Patriots are going to now stick with the fullback, who is able to drag our linebacker over the yellow line, the highlighted yellow line, which is not real, but it is to us. So another first down for the Patriots here, as we have yet to really stop their offense yet. So Drew Bledsoe is going to go with the ground game again, because it seems to be working, and this time Harris is able to generate a lot of room up the middle and bring this one close to the sticks, just inside the 5. It's essentially goal to go here, but they do have an opportunity to get a fresh set of downs if they can get inside the 1-yard line. But they will probably go for the end zone as the pressure gets to Bledsoe, and he finds, I believe it's Tony Glenn who we found, who had to come back and make the play, but that one is out of bounds. So 3rd and short here. Can we hold up the Patriots? And we can. We can keep them out of the end zone, but Harris is still able to get that first down we talked about. So it's a fresh set of downs for the Patriots. It's 1st and goal, and Bledsoe's going to keep it himself and get his head absolutely obliterated, but he does get in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game for the Patriots. So a super long, well-constructed drive by the Patriots. Jeez Louise. Will give them a 7-0 lead here in the game. So we are already cooking here close to midfield, and Achilles Smith, he loves the deep balls, and he finds Dugans surrounded by Patriots, but he manages to haul that in and even get a few yards after the catch to get brought down just outside the 20. So things are going to move right along here as Achilles Smith is going to go for it all again, and it was an absolute lob, and fortunately that one didn't even land in the end zone as McGee tried to make a play for it, but he couldn't get it. So Achilles Smith is going to drop this one out now. I believe it's Corey Dillon, who we found out of the backfield, who hauls it in and cuts up field here to give us another fresh set of downs. So goal to go here, and we're going to call Corey Dillon's name again, and he can't even get outside of the line of scrimmage, can't find any opening or any penetration. So we're going to go with him again, and this time the Patriots get even further into the backfield, and they are able to wrap up Corey Dillon before he can get back to the line. So we were moving the wrong direction, and now Achilles Smith says, you know what, dude, just get out of here. I'm gonna figure it out myself, and he does just that as we are able to find Yeast, who we've been working in the offense little by little all year, and he gets the first touchdown for us this game. And now an unfortunate turn of events for Achilles Smith has this one going the other way for the Patriots, and the speed is there, and a pick 6 is also there. As that is that Ty Law? Is that who it is stunting on us right now? Oh my gosh, vintage Ty Law stunting all over us as Achilles Smith has his pass just unfortunately batted I can't see if that was Dugan's or Peter Warwick, but that one unfortunately gets batted around, and Ty Law has it in his hands going the other way for a pick six, a vintage pick six. So that is going to unfortunately put us in another hole, but we have another opportunity with the football before the half is over, and we're going to make the most of it as Dugan's has this one heading north towards the red zone here. It's another humongous pickup for him. He's got 71 yards on 2 receptions. Jeez Louise, he is great for that deep ball. I guess that's why Kelly Smith feels comfortable throwing him, because Dugans is usually there. And this time we head to Peter Warwick on the other side, and he is able to haul it in. So, fortunately, we are able to safely complete a pass to Peter Warwick. Ty Law doesn't have him completely locked down. We are able to find an opening. So, and now we're going to call a timeout here, maybe catch our breath and see if we can figure something out as we have a minute left to go. And we're going to give it to Gross, who runs up the middle here and gets brought down inside the 5. So, with a little less than a minute left, we are in prime position here to add some points before the half is over. So we give it to Corey Dillon, who tries to bob and weave and find an opening, and he cannot do it. So we have yet to really uncork Corey Dillon in this game here. We keep trying, but it's just not happening. So 3rd and goal, Kelly Smith again. He's like, let me do it, coach. Let me figure it out, and he does, as he finds Peter Warwick in the back of the end zone, who has himself a touchdown. It's the first one I think we've seen, like we've watched with our own eyes in a while here, but the Patriots are going to try and answer back here before the first half is over, as they still do have a little bit of time as they complete a major completion to get them in Cincinnati territory. So 25 seconds left. Bledsoe finds Tony Glenn again, and he's gone. He's got the speed. No one's going to catch him, and he's gone to the end zone. There it is, bro. He's got it. And yeah, you earn the right to stun on us like that when you make a play like that. Amazing play by Glenn. It's what he's known for. It's how he does it. Look at that, bro. Just an embarrassing dive. I'm pretty sure that was our free agent corner that we signed as well. And just, yeah, everyone in pursuit. Just frame that if you're a Patriots fan. Frame it. So that touchdown will give the Patriots a 7-point lead heading into the locker room at half. But we are gaining on them. We're not silenced by their defense by no means. So, and again, we're showcasing that by finding McGee, who gets tripped up around the ankles, but not before he gets us a nice completion into Patriot territory. So 1st and 10 now at about the 35-yard line. Achilles Smith going to go through the air again and find Dugans, who hauls this one in just inside the 20. So he gets blown up after making the play, but the important thing is that he made the play. So 1st and 10 now for our offense here at about the 19-yard line, the Patriot 19. Achilles Smith's going to draw back, and we're going to go right out to Corey Dillon on the right side, and he gets just a little bit too close to that sideline. Can't really stop his momentum, and he goes out of bounds after getting just 1 yard. So we're going to need a little bit more from him. We've been saying it all game, as this time Achilles Smith finds Peter Warwick again across the middle in between 2 defenders. An amazing play. I want to see more stuff like this all season long. We really haven't, but fortunately that works out. So we have another tie ball game here, but New England's got plenty of time to change that, as again he finds Glenn across the middle, who makes a few men look absolutely silly as he hauls this one in. So it is 1st and 10 again for New England, cooking a little bit closer to the red zone, as they love to do this game. They're going to go with the ground game again, and Harris is tripped up again by one of our big old linebackers, who snuffs that play out. So on 2nd and 9, they're going to go back to the ground game, and Harris hurdles a defender, and the same linebacker who just made the play, I think it's Ross, he looked lost out there, just bounced off of him. So 3rd and short for New England. We have an opportunity to get them off the field and get our offense back on the field, and can we do that? As we absolutely do that. We send the entire kitchen sink, and that's Takeo Spikes just piercing through the middle of the field and making the play. So on 4th down, they're going to send out their kicking unit, and they are good. That is Vinatieri, baby. Vintage Vinatieri nailing this one through. And he's very hyped for a 43-yarder, which I think even at this time in his career was a given. I mean, come on now. So the Patriots are going to take a 3-point lead into the 4th quarter. Things are coming down to the wire. I'm tired of playing games like this. I just want to win an easy one, but I don't think we're going to do it, as Achilles Smith lays up an absolute duck to the defense yet again. He's the only man there, and he can't even make the play. So we hand the Patriots and another free 7 points. As we came within 3, they immediately just show that, hey, no matter what you guys do, we're here to ruin your day. As Achilles Smith and his turnover problems continue to persist, we might need to start evaluating something here. As we cut further here, just coming out of the 2-minute warning, it is 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. They're looking to go in victory formation if they can just get another 1st down or 2 and ice this game. But we are able to get the ball back. So Achilles Smith on a high snap has to get rid of it very quick, and he finds Peter Warwick, who is able to get the first down. So a minute and 20-something to go here. I know I was talking about victory formation, but there's still plenty of time. We've seen this game go back and forth very quickly as Achilles Smith waits to the very last second to make a play, and he floats that one out to Peter Warwick, and again, it's not even in the field of play, so no point there. Pressure again on Achilles Smith, but this time he is able to successfully get rid of it, and he finds an open man to haul it in for another first down. I believe it was Peter Warwick who made another reception. So we are going to blow a timeout here at just a minute to go. We are inside the red zone. We still need a little bit of good stuff to go our way, but that's going to help as we pick up another first down on the back of Peter Warwick. So again, the hurry-up's going to run here as we got to get into the end zone as quickly as possible if we want a hope of limiting here the deficit we have. Achilles Smith going for the fake spike and then floats that one out to Dugans, I think? And that one is just, what was that play? What are we doing? What are we doing? Who let him cook? Who let him cook? Oh, jeez. And so our late game rally ends in hilarious fashion as Achilles Smith throws the ball backwards to Dugans, and New England is able to recover and knee this one out. So we lose in pretty embarrassing fashion by 10 points, and that is going to do it for this game as we pick up our 8th loss of the year, our 2nd straight, and the Patriots improve to 6-5. So looking here at the day at the office for Achilles Smith, very mixed bag. 68 completion percentage is very good for him this year, and 3 touchdowns is great, but still 2 picks. And again, pick sixes. I don't know why that seems to be the split. We can't really avoid it unless it's those. So very unfortunate turn of events here as he is really just causing some really costly mistakes, and we hate to see that. But that's going to bring us back home, back to Cincinnati in a relatively emptier Paul Brown Stadium. The fans are giving up. We are 3-8. We've given them zero reason to come, and we are welcoming the Jacksonville Jaguars to town to play them again. I think it's again. I believe we've already played all of our division opponents at least once by now. So, but yeah, Jacksonville's coming back. They are, as I've said in the other videos, the class of this division, them and like the Titans. So they're pretty much fighting for the title. And there you see, look at the matchup. I mean, they're just such a better team. So we're gonna get right into this here, and hopefully we can steal a win here to get to 4-8. I know, crazy, but Dugans is doing good on that promise here by extending this play by a ton of yardage here. His man was in a foot race with him, but Dugans was able to pick up a ton of yards before being brought down. We'd love to see it. So, but it's a third and very long situation, and we're going to need to capitalize on this opportunity if we can, as Achilles Smith finds Dugans across the middle, and he gets some, but not nearly enough for a first down. So that'll bring up Pelfrey to knock home a field goal, which he is able to do. Unlike that little pooch kick that he had in Pittsburgh. Do you guys remember that? That was disgusting. I don't know what that was. So we have another opportunity with the football, and we're going to give it to Corey Dillon and see what he can do, as he hasn't really been that explosive for us in the last couple weeks. But there he gets a nice pickup to give us a first down in Jacksonville territory. So we will happily take that as the first quarter comes to a close. And Pelfrey's field goal is the only point scored in the first quarter. And we're going to bring him out again to see if he can extend it to 6-0, as this one's a little bit longer, but this time he cannot do it. So I think he pushed it wide right. I'm not sure. So the lead will stay at 3-0, but Jacksonville really hasn't been able to do much of anything with the football. As you saw, they are 10-3-1, so I think they're already in playoff mode. They really don't need to entertain the likes of us sitting at 4-10. I forgot we had simmed forward a little bit, so we're not looking at 4-8. We're trying to go to 5-10 at least. Maybe 6-10. Finish this one out. Finish the first year out. I'm not sure, but we have an opportunity here in the red zone. Achilles Smith's going to drop back, and he's going to float this one out to the left side to Warwick, who cannot haul it in. So that's going to bring up a third down for this Bengals offense here. Achilles Smith going to stay in shotgun here. He wants to get a good lay of the field in front of him and do this one through the air, since running the ball has not been that effective. And he's got all day to do that as he floats it across the middle to Yeast, who hauls it in, but then puts the ball on the ground, and it is a scrum in the end zone, and it is picked up by Jacksonville as Yeast, man, is beside himself. How could I do this? How did I manage to do this? So cut further ahead here in the last 10 seconds of the first half. It's 3rd and 10, and we find Dugans, who's got the speed this time, but he's tripped up at the ankles, and the time is continuing to go here. We're going to blow a timeout, I believe. Just narrowly blow the timeout, and dude, he's got to hit something, some kind of weight room, hit the treadmill, something, or hit the elliptical. You got to get a little bit faster, buddy. And we are running the hurry up. We do not have any timeouts, and so that is just going to do it for the first half as we are unable to capitalize, and that is the end of the first half. 3-0 is still your score here in Cincinnati, as Jacksonville is just really not interested in playing any kind of competitive football today. They don't really care. They just want to go back home, back to where it's sunny and nice, even though it is a nice day in Cincinnati. But Mark Brunell finally makes us pay for our casualness as he finds his man very deep and makes Newsome pay for his lack of defensive prowess. So that'll be a prime opportunity for the Jaguars now, as Mark Brunell already got the Pro Bowl nod, as you saw, and he is just phoning it in. But Jacksonville's fullback, he's not phoning it in, as he is able to bust up the middle and get a first down for them. So 1st and 10 again for Jacksonville inside the Cincinnati red zone, and they're going to go on the ground with Fred Taylor, who busts up the middle and gets a good handful of yardage. So 2nd and short now as they inch ever so closer to our end zone. We got to keep him out if we want to hold on to a lead here. But Fred Taylor is able to fall forward over the sticks and get the first down. And that is not Fred Taylor, excuse me. That is Howard. Howard is running the ball here for Jacksonville in this game. I forgot, Fred Taylor's 28, right? Excuse my ignorance. But Howard can do just as much damage as he finds the end zone and finally adds some points for Jacksonville. So just like that, the lead is flipped, and we are in a tough spot here as Achilles Smith is going to try and answer back, and he finds McGee, the tight end, across the middle, deep down the field, deep in Jacksonville territory. So we are cooking with something now, getting something rolling. So 1st and 10 here for Cincinnati as we come in the offset eye. Maybe we can try and run the football. It's not happening. I guess we've just given up as we need to make something happen quick. And Achilles Smith finds Peter Warrick on the left side of the field, who again makes a contested catch, but he looks great doing it. You love to see it. So 1st and 10 here late in the 3rd quarter. We're going to give it to Gross, who finds a little bit of room up the middle and gets brought down just shy of the first down marker. A solid pickup for him. You love seeing those kind of pickups. And that will bring the 3rd quarter to a close, with Jacksonville's lead just sitting at 4 after Howard's touchdown. But we find ourselves within scoring range, and Corey Dillon is going to get close to the marker here and try and do some fancy moves. He gets enough for the first down, but not for the end zone. We're going to give it to Gross to finish the job off, and he does just that. I mean, it's an awkward play. He falls just a little bit forward. I thought he might have been short, like a yard or so. I mean, hey, don't go to the booth. I'll trust the call on the field. We'll go with that. So Jacksonville with a late opportunity here. It's 3rd and very long. They have to convert, and they do just that because Brunell's got his man, and he's just going to keep hitting it as long as he is there, because we are not containing him at all. So Brunell again dropping back and floating this one out to the right side of the field. And jeez, bro, on an island. A freaking island. Man, we need help in the secondary so bad. So Jacksonville answers back quick. There's 2 minutes left to go here. We are facing a 3rd and 9 situation here in our own territory, and the pressure's on Achilles Smith, and it gets home as that ball gets batted away by the big defensive lineman. So now it's 4th and 9, and we desperately need something here just to keep the game alive. I mean, the season's lost. Might as well go for it in your own territory as Smith drops back, and he's rolling out of the pocket here. The pressure's on. On the run, he makes the throw and airmails it into the grass. So that will probably do it for our efforts, but there's still plenty of game left here. But Jacksonville is in our territory, and they're going to hand it off to Shelton, the fullback, who puts the ball on the ground, and there's another scrum forward who's going to get it, and it's going to be us. So Shelton, who's had at least a somewhat effective game for Jacksonville, causes a mistake here late in the game, and so we're going to have another opportunity to maybe try some late game heroics. Who knows? But we're moving quickly now. We still have pretty much the entire length of the field to go, so I wouldn't be super optimistic if I were you when it comes to a late game rally, as Achilles Smith takes again all day to make a decision and finds Warrick, but I believe he is well out of bounds on that. So 3rd and 10. Again, staring the end of this drive in the face, and we find McGee, who makes the throw on the right side of the field, an amazing athletic grab, and he's got some Jaguars around him, but he's able to extend the play again. I've loved seeing that from our receivers, man. Yards after the catch is a big thing that I've been seeing from a lot of our guys, and it's really nice. So 1st and 10 from about midfield now for the Bengals, and Achilles Smith's got all day to throw. I mean, I think the Jags are improving at this point, geez, but there's no one back there to contain Yeast, who already has a fumble this game, but he makes a great play to rectify that mistake. And now we're going to make a shot for the end zone, and we find Yeast again, who does haul it in, but I don't think his feet were in bounds. So we're going to have to try again here, 2nd and 10. And Achilles Smith's going to drop back here, float to the right side, and find Corey Dillon out of the backfield. He only had one man to beat, and he's not able to beat that defender. So it's 3rd and short here. The clock is continuing to run. We need to move quickly here. Quickly. We need the points. Let's move, boys. Let's figure this one out. Akil Smith's going to drop back again, and he's going to go to the right side again. And I don't know if he was looking for Corey Dillon or McGee. McGee's the one who tried to make an attempt for it, and he couldn't haul it in. So 4th and 4. It is short. We are close to the end zone. We are in the red zone. We got to do something here. I need to see us be effective on 3rd or 4th down as the pressure is getting to Smith, but this time he finds McGee, who does haul it in. So on 4th and 4, we keep hammering, and we finally get home. So it is a touchdown, a late touchdown. And now Jacksonville is going to try and answer back as Brunell finds Smith yet again, who hauls it in close to midfield. So 14 seconds, the clock is continuing to run. Brunell, the pressure is getting home, and he floats this one out, and that is nearly caught. But we had defense in position here, so 8 seconds left. Brunell's running out of opportunities, running out of time, but he's got a clean pocket, and he wants the home run ball. 1-0, and it is hauled in by Smith. He hauls it in, but there is no time on the clock. There is no time. We're going to get an action replay for a game that is over. It doesn't matter. Show it all you want. Show as many angles as you want. As Brunell throws an absolute just lob, a dime, and we had men in position, and it did not matter. He still hauled it in. So it is goal to go, but that does not matter, and our late touchdown gives us the upper hand over Jacksonville as we pull out a win in grand fashion. So, hey, man, I know we're 5-10, but to all the Cincy fans, this is why you keep coming to the games, man. You might see something like that happen. Who knows? We might impress you, okay? Don't give up on us yet, okay? Better things are coming. Again, statistically, we outplay our opponent, but have another very close, scary game. They all seem to be close and scary. I don't know why that is. We need to be a lot more efficient here. Akil Smith has a relatively better game here. Threw the ball a lot, and that completion percentage dropped as a result, but still pretty efficient here. Not as many mistakes. Corey Dillon, again, not doing a whole lot. Dugans is the class of the receiving corps today. He definitely should get his flowers. I'm going to acknowledge him, absolutely. The O-line doing a great job. Everyone almost recorded a pancake just about. A fantastic performance by them, so we got to shout them out as well. Pelfrey, again, 50%, it's whatever. But that will bring us towards the back half of the schedule. Looking at this Eagles game, we're probably going to sim through and see what we can do against the Eagles in the last game of the season, and we do pull out a win. So 4-10 turns into 6-10. At one point we were 2-6, I believe, and managed to finish 6-10. So things could be a hell of a lot worse. We played really badly. You can see our last handful of games there, but we're going to move ahead to our first offseason and get to work on fixing this hot mess of a team because it needs a lot of work. So I'll see you guys there.